Hey, what's going on, everyone? I hope you had a fantastic weekend and Memorial Day, and I hope the rain did not spoil your festivities for the day. In today's lesson, I'm going to talk about being a sideman. I've had the opportunity to play in a lot of different situations, whether it was a one-off cover gig, playing in tributes, anything like that, being an original band. And I'm going to try to cover something about each one of those in separate videos. Today's video, I am going to discuss being the drummer for an artist. Currently, I play for an artist that I've mentioned a few times, Angie Lynn Carter, and I'll discuss playing with her in a future video because it's a little different, and sometimes you get these situations. What I'm going to talk about today is playing with the ex-lead guitar player from Collective Soul, Joel Kosche. A friend of mine was his drummer for a while and called me and put he and I in touch, actually, and then I went out and played with him, and I played with him for about 2 years. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of firsts with that gig. Today specifically, I'm going to talk about playing his music. And this goes for any artist. A couple of years ago, I had the opportunity to play with the Drifters as well, and they have a very specific way that they want their sets to go. I love the music. They're a male vocal act from the 50s and the 60s. Like I said, I love the music, so I was prepared with the knowledge of their music. But they were very specific. The music director and their management sent us everything that we would need to be sure that we had that set down. And I had one rehearsal with just the band, and then right before the show, we had a rehearsal with the Drifters, and then we played, and there we went. With Joel, we did rehearse. I had some time to learn the songs, so that was good. He sent me all the material that he wanted for me to learn. A lot of it was from his first record called Fight Years. And then it was about 50-50 first record, and then some stuff that he hadn't released yet that is on the way to being released. But what I'm going to talk about specifically today, one is a song called Friends. I've talked to Joel recently about this song. And he said it was written for his first record, but it ended up being on Collective Soul's record. I think it was afterwards. And the drummer for Collective Soul at the time did the track. His name is Ryan Hoyle. The name of the song is I Don't Need Any More Friends. It is a very, very straightforward track. It is just boom, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap. I didn't vary from that any at all. And on one of Joel's other songs, I did, with a fill in a groove and hit section. I actually put it up with the big drum fill, big rock fill video, just that section. And that's the only thing that I changed in it. There's a couple other songs that had some drum fill stuff in it, and I added my own flair to a couple of those, but nothing real major. And I asked on his other song to be able to change that up a little bit. He said if it fit, fine. If not, I wouldn't do it. But for Friends, like I said, it was written, he told me it was written for his first record. It ended up being on Collective Soul's record. And it's a very straightforward song. On the record, which is what I played to, I did my parts as it was recorded. Ryan, what I noticed is on one of his Collective Soul's live shows that I've seen, I'll put a link to it in the description down there. He varied it up a little bit and added some fills and that kind of thing. He also played another snare drum on one of the verses of the tune. I didn't. I played it like the record. But playing with Joel was a thing. He knows his material, and most artists will know their material, especially if they play an instrument. I remember at a rehearsal, we're playing, and my habit to go to a ride at a chorus kept popping in, and this particular song had a floor tom ride, and he would kind of give me the side eye as he's playing, and he'd put his arm like that and let me know, okay, I'm going to the floor tom. And finally, I should say eventually, it got set into my memory, and I went to the floor tom every time. I do stress this type of thing to all of my students. If you're going to play and be a sideman and play for an artist, whether playing guitar, bass, keys, whatever it is, you want to move to Nashville, do anything there, you need to know the songs as they were recorded. That's what the artist wants to hear. If they want you to branch out or will allow that, go for it. But otherwise, play the song the way it's recorded, because that's the way the fans know the song. Nobody wants to hear a drummer come in and blaze licks on a boom tap kind of song, which is why I didn't do it. So I'm sitting here putting this video together, actually. I found some of our set list. This one, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's got a bunch of writing down here. We went and did a show up in New York at Darryl's house. Fantastic venue, a lot of Hall & Oates memorabilia in there. The food is fantastic. The sound, my ears, our mix, all that was awesome. But this has some of the Collective Soul songs we decided to do. And we did one Zeppelin tune as well. Maybe a couple of Zeppelin tunes. We almost put in, at the time, I had just left a tribute band, so we thought about putting one of those in here. We ended up not doing it, but we thought about it. The other thing you'll notice on the set list is we played to a click. All three of us, we were a three-piece. All three of us were on the click, and I controlled it. I would just hit next or dial it in on my metronome and click it off. If Joel started it, there'd be no me clicking the hats or anything. He just started the song. But that's another thing to be worried about. A lot of these new artists are playing to a click. It's to a grid, and you need to be able to play to that grid. So that is one version of playing with an artist. He knows his material, and he knows how he wants to hear it. And that is your job as a sideman and as a side drummer. You play the song the way that artist wants to play it. And from here, we're going to jump over, and I'm going to play I Don't Need Any More Friends. I will have a link to the record, and I will have a link to the video of Ryan playing it. It is a fun tune, and I enjoyed my whole time with Joel. And till the next video, happy drumming.